Who's your pretty girl? You are. Been working on the she shed, Scout and I, and it's coming along. It's coming along. But that is not the point of today's video. The point of today's video is magazines. You can have great guns, you can have lots of ammo, but if you don't have magazines, you got single shot. Magazines are important. Now here's my magazines for my AR and my 1022, and which, by the way, if you have a 1022 and you haven't picked up some of these Ruger BXs, they are outstanding magazines. Pricey, but worth it. Now, what I've been doing today is numbering my magazines. Here's why I'm doing this. I went shooting with a friend the other day, and we were out there and we were just throwing lead, having fun with our ARs, and we're sitting next to each other at the range, and the magazines got kind of mixed up. And you know, we all buy the same stuff, so we had to sit at the end of the session and sort them out. So I started thinking to myself, I'm going to number my magazines. Now, is that tactical? No, not really. It looks like something out of School of Infantry, but it's pragmatic. It makes sense. So first I thought I'd use spray paint. You can see that was just ugly, and it was going to be very time consuming. I got these little stencils, and I'd made this little thing, and I was using tape, and it was just a mess. So finally I just got a paint pen. Bought a couple paint pens. They come in some freaky colors, but I wasn't really trying to camouflage or anything. I just picked this color. It worked well on all the different color mags, and I just went with the first letter of my last name. What would that be? Patton, maybe? And then I numbered them, 1 through whatever. And over here with the 1022 magazines, I stuck an R there, and that is actually for Ruger. So the point is, if you're out with friends and you're shooting, you can easily say, hey, this magazine's mine. Now, if that's all I was doing, I could just put a mark, I could just put a P, I could just, some sort of identifying, I could just put some spray paint on there. But the reason I numbered them, went to that trouble, is because if a magazine comes up bad, not working, suspect, if I have some problems on the range, I don't have to stop right then and put it in a special place or write a note or anything like that. I just scribble out, hey, 8's no good. And I can look at 8 later and see if it's fixable. If not, chunk it, take the guts out of it, whatever I want to do, and move on. Magazines are getting cheap enough that you can do that. So that's why I numbered them. You know what? I think it's a good idea, because if you're like me, you're building up your magazines. I have about 20 AR mags, and that's about where I want to be for one weapon. Now, I'm building a second AR right now, and I'm going to start buying more mags, because I don't know, I just think 20 is a good number for AR mags. Now, for my 1022, I have 6 of these mags, but my plan is to have 9 or 10. I'm slowly buying them. They're about $25 a piece, so I'll buy them slowly. But I do that because, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can have the greatest guns, you can have all the ammo, but without good mags that are working, you got a single shot. And we've already seen how the anti-gun people have in the past attempted to go after, if they can't get the guns from you, they're going to try to go after the things that make the guns work. They'll try to go after the ammo by taxing it, or they'll try to say you can only have 10 rounds in some states and stuff like that. But I think it's important to have plenty of mags, and I think it's real important to take care of them, make sure they all work. And this is a simple way to make sure they all work. By the way, when I went shooting the other day, I took all my mags and I used every one of them. I'd throw 5, 10 rounds in each one of them, and every one of these magazines got shot. That way, I know they all work. Kind of a function check while you're having fun. A function check. Ha! So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. checking out mags, making sure they work, marking them, making sure they're mine. Thanks for watching. Little side note, if you are into the 1022, and if you're not, you should be, and you start getting into these wonderful BX magazines, look on Amazon and pick up some of these bad boys, these thick rubber covers. I forget how much they cost, but I bought a buttload of them, and like I said, they're just thick covers that covers up the business end of the magazine. I think they're cool, and they're worth having. And there's something about buying gun stuff off Amazon that tickles me, because I know Amazon is anti-gun and they want to present themselves as that way. But when I can buy stuff off them, I don't know, I feel like I'm sticking it to them. Maybe I'm not, maybe they're sticking it to me. Somebody's getting stuck. But anyway, they're neat little things. And you know, if you can find them in your store, buy them in your store. But they're well made. Stink though, my God, they stink.